Hello, I'm John Hurd. I've been representing Social Security, Disability, and SSI claimants for over 30 years, and I'm a named partner in Hurd & Smith. Right now I'd like to visit with you about how to conduct yourself at your Social Security Disability hearing before an administrative law judge. Specifically, how to answer the questions that the administrative law judge asks you. Now, as I'm sure you would agree, the most important thing is to tell the truth. You never want to exaggerate or in any way misrepresent your situation to an administrative law judge. In addition to potentially being a violation of the law, it is definitely going to hurt your case. Administrative law judges see a lot of claimants, and they develop a pretty good sense for when a claimant may be adding a little or exaggerating. If you're at the point of having a hearing before an administrative law judge, then your situation is fully bad enough as it is without adding anything to it. So tell the truth, don't misrepresent anything, and don't exaggerate. But even before that, you need to make sure that you understand the question that the judge is asking. Most questions will be pretty straightforward, but if you're not sure you understood the judge, or if you think the question could be interpreted in more than one way and you're not sure how the judge is asking it, then clarify that and ask the judge exactly what does he or she mean. And particularly, we're assuming this is a scenario that you're there by yourself. Not recommended, but if you are there by yourself without a lawyer or non-lawyer representative, then the judge will understand if you ask the judge to clarify the question. But be sure that you understand the question that's being asked before you answer it. Because if you answer a different question than you thought you were answering, the judge may make a totally different conclusion that could hurt your case. Another important consideration in answering your questions truthfully is to answer them and then stop. Don't go on to a long explanation about the answer. The judge is probably marching through a list of questions that he or she needs to get through. But on the other hand, if there's an important qualification or clarification to make to your answer, you'll want to make a note of that and come back at an appropriate point and bring that to the judge's attention. Now again, this is where having a qualified and experienced representative is very valuable, because they'll know how to do that. They'll know how to come back on what's called redirect examination of you as the witness and ask you questions that will support your case. I'll give you an example. Suppose the administrative law judge asks you, do you drive a car? And your answer might be, yes, I do. Because that's the truth. Once a week, you go down 2 blocks to the grocery store to get groceries, and it's difficult for you, and you have a hard time because of your back problems or otherwise making the trip, but there's no one else to do it for you, so you have to do it. And you only go to that store because it's a straight shot down there, and maybe you have difficulty turning your neck. I mean, everyone's situation is different. But the question is, do you drive? The answer is yes. Now, at an appropriate point in your hearing, it's important for the judge to understand that you only drive very little, and only because you absolutely have to, and only when you have to, and when you don't have to, for example, if it's true, someone else gets those groceries for you. So, again, make sure you understand the question, answer it truthfully. If you want to add additional information, answer the question, stop, and then at an appropriate point ask the judge, Judge, may I say something, and go back over those points. For example, when you asked me if I drove, I said yes, and I do, but I want you to understand, Judge, I only drive 2 blocks about once a week when I have to, and sometimes my brother goes for me, etc. So I hope this has helped you understand the importance of answering your questions clearly and truthfully, and understanding the question before you answer it in your hearing before an administrative law judge.
If you have a question or comment about this video, please send us an email to webclients@hurdandsmith.com. We also welcome your questions on Social Security disability. Send us an email and we will reply with an answer. We may even answer your question in a video. For a free consultation with disability specialists who can help determine if you are eligible for Social Security disability benefits, call us today toll-free at 1-877-435-3737. To learn more about Social Security disability benefits, visit hurdandsmith.com to download our no-cost disability guidebook.